Welcome to the Healing Hour for February 13, 2018. And this is Tyhson Banighen, the Illuminator, bringing you into the light, bringing you your magnificence. And there's Janet Charette, who's joining me as a co-host, a traveling theta instructor. And we're here to help you bust loose of what no longer serves you, answer your dowsing and energy healing calls, and to tell you what's coming up in the future on the Academy. So we're yours. We're here for you for the next hour. So there's a number of ways you can get hold of us. You can phone in toll free 1-866-369-7464, and we'll take your call. You can leave your comments in the Facebook page underneath this broadcast, or you can click the link which looks like this. It says Be Live TV Production Studio. It'll have the Be Live in there, and you just click the link that's in the show notes there and come onto the show and join Janet and I right beside us. So without any further ado, I will start typing up the 100 number so you can come and say hello to us today. So Janet, what are you up to today?
I'm taking a little break from a really amazing course that I'm teaching, animal communication, and just enjoying being alive.
Well, tell us about that
really
animal
fun.
communication course. What's involved in that?
It's one of the theta healing classes where we focus on the animal kingdom, the in the third plane of existence. So we learn to communicate with animals, to learn how to heal them. We learn how to acknowledge that, like, our bodies animal as well, and so we do have a lot of instincts, and a lot of the things that might not be serving us now is that we're doing things instinctively and not knowing what we're doing it. So, like, for a lot of healers, they may instinctively be with someone and start healing them. And so this is just ways and processes for us to just be aware of our energy, be aware of what we're doing and how we're doing it, and learning how to do it with greater, so that we're not tapping out our own energy, but we're using the energy of creation to heal. So it's just fun. Like yesterday, my student was on an independent drive, and she saw a moose. Well, she saw a family of moose. It's just really fun, and we talk to animals. We learn to talk to animals. But not with words, but with pictures and telepathically and through the DNA, and that's what it's all about.
So where were those moose? Where were was that from before, or was it this time, or when did the moose show up?
No, it was like okay. So one of my students is like Darlene Auger. She's done years and years of like work, and she's an awesome animal communicator, and it's like, well, like, she knows way more about animals than I would. So I just kind of said, okay, well, let's give her like a self-directed learning adventure. So she was going to be going to the SPCA. She volunteers to take care of cats and dogs and stuff. So like, we just started the class, and I just kind of put it in creator's hands, and then she's driving to her to the SPCA. There was this family of moose, like the mom and the two baby moose. So she stopped and she took pictures, and then we figured out all the messages of the moose totems, and that it just kind of like it presented itself. Like, I like to use automatically, like exactly what she needed to learn. So that's the moose just showed up. Yeah. So.
Wow, good. So you're a moose caller.
Yeah. Yeah, I could tell you a joke, but it wouldn't be appropriate for right now.
He's the horse whisperer, and you're the moose caller. All right, so we're standing by for your toll-free call-in. It's 1-866-369-7464. It's in the comments underneath the broadcast. I'm trying to get it up on the screen, but for some reason it just doesn't want to help me there, so I don't know why it's doing that. Oh, here we are. Here's our first caller from Surrey, Columbia. So, yes, welcome to the Healing Hour. Who am I talking to?
Hello, how are you?
I am fine.
This is Valerie.
This is Valerie. Hi, Valerie. What's up in your life?
No, I don't know.
You don't know?
I'm kind of wondering what's going on in my body here.
All right. So tell me what do you think's going on in your body?
I don't know.
Well, that's not very helpful. Do you have an ache and a pain or an itch or a scratch or?
Okay. Well, I'm not sure whether it's the flu or whether it's something else going on. I'm kind of sweaty now and again.
Yes.
Now and again.
Yeah, it sounds like it might be the flu. So what are you doing to help you get over this?
Well, I'm making some soup.
Well, that's good. Yeah. Well, let's just see what's happening in your, and let's see, just check in and see it. So is it?
And I'm also wondering if it's a tooth infection.
Is it a tooth infection? Well, first of all, it is the flu. So that is going on. You're having the flu, and it's knocking your energy by about, almost 50%. So it'd be nice to get you over that and into something else. Okay. So the other question was did it have to do with your teeth? Is that what you asked?
Yeah, because to be honest, I had a fear that it's blood sugar.
No, it's not blood sugar, and it's not your
That's
tooth.
what I thought. I thought it wasn't because I checked myself, but you don't trust yourself. It's better someone
Right.
else does.
No, it's not blood sugar, and it's not teeth. So you can let go of that. So you're just having flu symptoms, and
Pardon me?
you're just having flu symptoms.
Yeah, because I was sweaty.
Yeah.
And then you see, my husband is under the weather too.
Yeah, you probably got it from him. So I would just stay warm. For me, I like to put Vicks Vapor Rub-Ons, a red flannel handkerchief around my neck. That's just what I like to do. We all have our sort of recipes. I know our mother used to teach us about chicken soup and all sorts of different things. But whatever makes you feel comfortable, stay warm, drink lots of water, hydrate, and don't forget we can do a clearing. So let's just do a little short.
Would you please, dear?
Yeah, okay. So here we go, spinning the pendulum. Here's the pendulum counterclockwise. I translate, transmute, transfigure, heal, and repair all non-beneficial energies in and around and through anybody listening to or on this call. And in my holy name, I clear everybody throughout all time, space, and dimensions, and through their multidimensional levels of reality, both known or unknown. And I was clear their lineage while we're at it, both the matriarchal and patriarchal lineage, and any bleed through from any past life. And I clear this with the assistance of Divine Mother, and I declare it so be it, it is done. So I'm just going to let the pendulum stop rotating here, and then I'm going to just check in. Fair amount of activity still going on here, although it's slowing down a bit. Okay, I'm checking in on a scale of 0 to 100, and it looks like you should start to feel. And are you starting to feel better?
Yes, a little bit.
Good.
I've been like drinking. I think I've been combining too many things. I had frankincense. I drank some.
Yeah, that'll clear you up.
And I drank some turmeric.
Yeah, I would slow her down. Take it easy here. Not too many things at once.
I know, but I tend to do that when I want to get rid of something real bad.
Right. Well, we don't want to get rid of you and the project.
Yes, you're so right.
All right. Well, we have another caller coming in here, so just all right. We'll just say goodbye for now.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for phoning in. Hi, we just have Miles Phillips. Hello, Miles Phillips. Hello, Miles. Can you hear me?
Hello, Michael.
Hi. You're on the Healing Hour. How can we help you? Can you hear me, Miles? Miles, can you hear me? So this is an interesting way to come in. This is coming on through on Facebook Live here. So Miles, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, my good friend. How are you doing?
Okay, so you're on the Healing Hour. How can we help you?
What? Well?
You are on the Healing Hour. How can we help you?
Yeah, I just want to know how you are doing today and how is everything going? How about your business?
Yeah, well, we're on the Healing Hour. You're live on my talk show. So do you need any help with anything?
I just want to have a business with you. I don't know if you mind.
Yeah, well, I think you bumped yourself off. So yeah, I think Miles here wanted to know what I was doing business-wise today, but he was phoning in during the talk show. So anyway, Miles, if you hear me, wherever you are, have a great day. So that was Miles coming in on Facebook Live, which is, by the way, another way you can get hold of me. I never thought of that, but why not? So we're standing by for your call. It's 1-866-369-7464. It's in the comments underneath the broadcast is a number. You can also use this link. I'll just show it up on the screen here. I guess it's not going to show it on the screen either, but in the comments below, if you'll see that it says Be Live TV Broadcast, the Healing Hour, and then the date, and you click that link and it'll bring you on as a guest. So feel free to join us on the show here. So we're standing by for your call. So let's go over to the Dowsing Energy Healing Facebook group and look at what the requests are there for today. So for Personal Clearing Tuesday, what do you want to have help with to clear or let go of today? This could be trauma, unresolved emotions, family of origin, past life, matriarchal, patriarchal lineage, inner child, or cell family. So Nico Love says, for me, clearing loops of financial lack in order to create financial security and stability and removing blocks from my own business. I would like to attract many good clients for my business, also clearing loops of abuses and traumas. Yeah, very interesting about loops and crossing timelines. I just did an interview with Anarmi yesterday, and it's going to be posted today if I have time to get it up. It's very exciting. It talks about time loops repeating, and when time loops cross over, or then we can have a bleed through from where you were as you make the shift into where you want to be. You have a bleed through from the old timeline into the new one, and it seems as though the universe is challenging you, but actually it's just helping you make a decision. Do you want to go back to the old way of being, or do you want to stay on the path of the new way of being? And Nico, for you, that's exactly the crossroads you're in. You're actually really changing your life very, very quickly, both in where you're living and also your financial security. So keep clearing and keep doing what you're doing, because it'll get easier and easier as you enter into this new way of being. It will free you up. So it will also get rid of any of the abuses and traumas. They'll no longer show up in your life. So I'm going to hold off on the financial clearing, do it a little later, read what other comments there are. All right, so Marjorie Curtis says, unresolved emotions that are so buried that I can't find them to clear. Yeah, that's a good one. Sometimes we can't see the blockages. All right, and Monique says, clear all blockages. So she wants to do the whole thing. And Heaven Jackson says, I'd like to deal with repressed emotions. Okay, so that's it for the Tuesday. So just like to announce that we're not quite up and running quite yet, but we're going to be announcing the Prosperity Book Club, which in the near future, which will be $33 a month. I hope you will come and join us there. There's actually a course on the Academy now around prosperity that can get you started for $33. So in the meantime, anybody's having prosperity issues, I suggest that you do that prosperity course on the Academy website, and also to go over to the Prosperity Book Club and take a look at what it's going to look like. We're going to be launching that probably in the middle of next month, probably around March 15th. I just got to get it together in a new format. So it's going to be a weekly meeting on Zoom in which we will discuss the chapter of the book. And what's the book, Janet? You have it with you there. What's the name of the book?
Letting Go.
No.
Sorry, it's the other one. The Rules of Prosperity. I don't have it off the top of my head. I can run and get it and let you know. I'll run and get it. Keep talking.
Go run and get
I'll get it.
We're going to go through the book chapter by chapter. It's really quite interesting. Janet and I have been reading this, getting ready for this book club. And so we'll be meeting once a week. We'll be going over each chapter of the book. And then, of course, there'll also be a mastermind for $333 a month, in which you can come and be with Janet and I and do the deep inner work using theta and access consciousness and deep clearing and running divine mothers and all the rest of that. So, yeah, the book we're going to be using is, hold it still there. That's perfect. The Dynamic Laws of Prosperity. And who's it by? Hold it up just a little bit higher, Janet. And that is by
Catherine Ponder.
You have to hide your name. Yeah, Catherine
Ponder.
Yeah, Catherine Ponder. What a great name, eh? For prosperity. Ponder, yeah. Ponder. Well, actually, we want to act, not ponder. But Catherine Ponder. So that's the book we're going to be using. We also are going to be using many other techniques. I'm certified in many different techniques around prosperity and abundance, and Janet is too. We'll be using some access consciousness. Janet, can you remember what that is off the top of your head?
What? Well, just like a clearing statement.
Yeah, there's a book on clearing statements or a whole process around access consciousness and prosperity. We'll be using that as well. So yeah, we'll be using all sorts of different techniques, and hopefully you'll come and join us there. So Valerie says, let's put it up there. Show. It's not going to show on the screen. She says, thanks for the healing. The internet connection is so poor here. Yeah, well, thanks for phoning in, and thanks for having an opportunity to share some time with us. And that was great for you to come by and let us help you get through that cough and cold. Okay, waiting for your toll-free call, 1-866-369-7464, or you can use the link through your smartphone or webcam. It's the link that starts off www or HTTPS Be Live TV. That's the link you click. So come and join us. So, yes, we're about to launch the Letting Go Book Club. We come up with an actual date for their first meeting. It's going to be March the 1st. And so we'll hope that you're going to join us. The information is in the description of today's call. But basically it is that we'll be meeting the book club and mastermind will get underway on Thursday, March the 1st at 2 p.m. And if you head over to the Academy, you'll see the link to join us on Zoom. And on that call, we'll be telling you what we're going to do and how we're going to go about doing it. But in the meantime, if you want to get ready, you could go over there and register for the course so we know how many people want in. And also, you can also see the links there to buy the book Letting Go, and you can start reading it and getting ready for the launch, which will be, like I said, on March the 1st. So that's pretty exciting, and I'm hoping you're going to join us. With that, we have, I think, 2 people for sure registered, plus Janet and myself is 4, and we'll see who else is going to show up. All right, so that's the Letting Go, book club and mastermind. So the book club meets for once a week, and the mastermind meets for another hour in addition, in which you will be in a small group to do the deeper letting go work on the individual level. So in other words, there'll be a smaller group, probably around 3 to 4 people in that mastermind, so you'll get more time to get to do the actual work. It will be facilitated by us who's been through the process of helping people let go using different techniques. So there'll be one of us as a coordinator in each one of those pods, small groups, to help you bust loose to what no longer serves you in the letting go process. The book is really steps from the lower emotions to the higher emotions. The goal is full body enlightenment in this lifetime. So it really is, how do you learn how to let go of your emotions so you can show up and be the best you can be? When I say let go of your emotions, I just mean not to get overwhelmed by them, but to process them, to learn what you can and let go of the rest, because stuck emotions lead to stress and duress, which lead to disease and disorder. So we don't want any of that in our lives. At least I don't want it. I'm sure you don't want it either. All right, so that's coming up on the 1st of March. Got anything to say about that, Janet, as we get ready for that?
Well, I think now that we know the dates, the time and the date, people will be able to start registering. Before, they weren't quite sure what time they could make it, so and they wanted to go live. So now that we have an actual date and a time, that'll help a lot. And I guess I just wanted to expand a little bit about the letting go concept. It's not just to let go of the emotion, it's actually to let go of the addiction to the pattern of always having that emotion, and really being able to spiral up and get on to the next level. And it's like, I think just by setting the intention that's what I'm going to be doing over the last month with the deep clearing work and that, there's a lot of obstacles that are they're just falling out of the way, and my path seems to be so much easier. Like people are asking me to start teaching, and it's really amazing. Like as soon as I let go of the that I really wanted, and it's like, okay, well, just be at peace, then it seems to really help. So I'm really looking forward to this process. It's amazing. That's all I want to say.
Yeah, it's already bearing fruit in both of our lives as we learn that there's no good or bad emotion. It's just emotion. They're like notes on the piano. There's black keys and there's white keys. It doesn't mean that the black are bad and the white are good. They all make up the symphony of the sphere, right? The music of the spheres, the vibration of who you be. It's just as something shows up, you have a choice to either be overwhelmed by the emotion or step through it to the higher emotion. At least you have a way in which you could deal with emotions. And the whole thing is, can we learn how to process what's showing up in our life with ease and grace rather than being thrown off center? Can we stay in our body and not detach? If we can be present and process what's being shown up, then we can let it go. And so it's not as though we're ignoring emotions or skipping emotions or bearing emotions or ignoring emotions. We're just learning how to let go of any trauma around them and to appreciate what's showing up and have gratitude for the opportunity to move through that emotion, knowing that whatever that situation is that created that emotion, once we handle it appropriately, guess what? That never shows up in your life again. You graduate yourself from that particular situation, and that means it much easier. So in the request that we had on Tuesday, which was, all those emotions, clear all blocks. How did it go? It says unresolved emotions that are so buried I can't find them to clear. Well, all those emotions are really what we're going to be dealing with as we move through from the scale of emotions from apathy all the way through to enlightenment. Is we will help each other discover those buried emotions and let go of them. So yeah, I'm very excited about this course, and it's one thing to do it for Janet and I to do it and help each other do it, but it's going to be really exciting to do it in a group. We're going to move through this much faster, we're going to have clarity much quicker. So we're looking forward to having people join us in this really exciting book. Yeah, so Valerie says, if we can get this on the screen here, I don't know if it will show. For some reason, it doesn't show that it's showing on the screen. Maybe it is. She says, I do not have to purchase the book, Ponder book. I hope I will be able to use the phone read book in case I have issues online. Yeah, I don't know whether you have issues online. I know that it's available. There's a number of books that she's written. I just ordered 3 of them. They're rather inexpensive to get them off of Amazon and to download them on Kindle and watch, on your screen, on your iPad or on your computer. So they're relatively inexpensive. I think they're averaging in Canadian somewhere around $9 to $10. So they're not that expensive. And for those that won't be able to attend the actual 1-hour call per week, not to worry. Once you're registered in, they're all going to be recorded and they're all going to be posted in the Let Go Book Club. And so there'll be a lesson for each week with comments and additional reading, and there'll be a closed Facebook group as well to be in touch with each other during the week. So there's all sorts of ways to participate, even if the particular time that we choose to meet does not suit your schedule. All right, so and also the links are there for you to order the book in whatever way you want. So head over to the Academy, click on the link, and don't forget you can upgrade for the Mastermind. It's $333 a month, or you can full pay and save quite a bit of money around that one as well. So that's another opportunity in which we will have a small group around, I'm thinking about 3 or 4 is the maximum per group, which will do the deep picking, as Janet calls it. So Janet, what is this picking you're talking about?
Digging? No, it's more like digging. Like, yeah, it's kind of like playing something like Jenga. Okay, so finding the core belief. If you can find the bottom line core belief and you can pull that one, then a lot of the beliefs are gonna. You can let go of a whole bunch of the beliefs, and like why you would want to let go of or change the belief is that's the limiting maladaptation that's put you in a certain situation. It looks like we lost Tyson for a second, but I'll just keep on with what I was saying. So, okay. For whatever reason, it could be genetic or historic or something that we've learned in our life. Like we've got sort of a mindset, and these beliefs are limiting, and yet they're also there to keep us safe, or what we thought would be safe. So as we work together through all of these different emotions, we'll be digging on like, okay, well, why wouldn't you think that it was safe, or why don't you think it's possible, or why don't you think you're allowed, why don't you think you deserve it? Just like, okay, like well, or what's stopping you, or what's going to happen when you do get this, and then you might find out, well, if I get this, then like for me, like one of my core beliefs is, well, I'll be happy, and I was like, I was scared to be happy. Like there's all sorts of different reasons that we subconsciously do stuff. Like in our minds, we think a way, but that could only be 10% of what we're actually doing, and our subconscious is what's running the show. So when you dig, you figure out the core beliefs, like, and when you can pull the core belief, like you could have had it like when you were little, like that being rich is bad, like, and you just pick that up from anything. So we just have to pull the belief, and then it's okay. So explain it a little bit, or did I go off?
That was very well done. So thank you very much.
Okay.
I noticed that we have a number of people listening in, and Brandy Carpenter Thief, I hope you and your family are well. I'm looking forward to working with you again. And this might be a very inexpensive one for you, Brandy, to join us and through the Letting Go and being able to use this process with your amazing children, which are all gifted, as you know, all your rainbow children, and help them process their emotions as well, also in your relationship with your husband. So I really encourage you to join us. I'd love to have you and go through this process with us of letting go. And don't forget, you know, if you have any questions, Brandy, you can always phone in. It's 1-866-369-7464. So it's really good to hear from you and know that you're at least listening into the call. So we're standing by for your toll-free call in today, or you can come in on Facebook Live. I mean on Facebook Messenger, or you can come in by toll-free number, or click the Be Live link and join us through your webcam or smartphone. All right, so we're going to move on here. We have some more announcements to make. Lots is happening as yours truly gets this proverbial stuff together, bear poop together, around launching his courses. So the Distant Healing Certification course is about to launch on Friday, March the 2nd at 2 p.m. So the introductory session for that will be right after the healing hour. The following day on Friday at 2 p.m. So join me there and learn about how we're going to do the Distant Healing Certification course, and we'll be getting at it from a very intellectual way to start with following John Living's protocol. It's an amazing book that he's produced. I can't remember how many pages it is, but I think it's 64 pages of protocols that he's going to take us through and show us how to use these protocols that you can work not only on yourself, but for your loved ones and for your clients to help you determine what's going on energetically, and also what protocols that he is suggesting you can use to clear up the situation. So I really encourage you to join us in that course. It's going to be a very powerful course. It's 6 months long. You end up with a certificate afterwards. And so if it's something that interests you, then please head over to the Academy, take a look at the course description. And if you want to upgrade, you can work with me one-on-one in both courses, Letting Go, as well as the Prosperity Club, and also in the Distant Healing by joining me at $9.97 a month and meeting with me once a month, which also gives you access to all the courses in the Academy, which is over $12,000 worth of courses. So there's a number of ways that you can join both of us. So that's the Extraordinary Healing Arts Academy, where we're going to be hosting the book club, the Letting Go book club, the Letting Go Mastermind, and the Distant Healing Certification course. And as we said, upcoming shortly thereafter will be the Prosperity Club. So lots happening. So let's move on here and see what else is going on in the Dowsing and Energy Healing group. And see who's who and what's what. So just scrolling through here. Yeah, somebody said what's that? Janet?
Oh, it's 333. I was looking at the time. It's 333. I don't know.
It's a magic time. It's time for somebody to phone in here.
Yeah, this little co-host with ADD. Right, carry on.
So this is from Karen Ruth says, hello, it's great to read ideas here. I recently discovered that I can channel my energy to someone's pendulum, and doing more research why I'm here and how I can use that energy for healing. Creating proofs and looking for volunteers, and we have 8 comments there. What kind of volunteers are you looking for? And Karen says, someone who can't douse but is willing. And Angela Rose said, okay, I can already douse. And Karen says, have you tried checking chakras through it? And Karen says, and send energy to weak chakras and give positive answers after. And Angela replies, I've been clearing trapped emotions and doing energy healing, which is great. And Cindy Lamb says, I want to douse, but I sometimes fail. And Bangalore Narinda says, don't douse, but I do healing with pendulums. Yeah, when it comes to chakras, the really nice thing about pendulums, and you can do this on a surrogate. You don't have to have the person actually present with you. And if you're worried about doing it on a circuit or having somebody step in for that person you're working on, you can use a doll for a female and a teddy bear for a male, or just use a teddy bear. It's always good to put a sticky note on the teddy bear about what the name of the person is you're working on, and then work on the teddy bear as if that was the person. And when it comes to doing chakra clearings of the pendulum, really the pendulum does all the work. You just take the pendulum over the chakra. It will spin counterclockwise totally on its own to clear the chakra. It will come to rest, and then it will go spinning clockwise and put cosmic or universal energy into that chakra and balance it. You can do that for each chakra. Of course, in addition, you can ask, is a chakra blocked by what percentage, and is it spinning in the right direction, and all sorts of other questions. But fundamentally, you don't have to ask any of those questions. You just let the pendulum do the work. It gets the work done, and you have a balanced body. So that's the simple way. And to be really honest, in dowsing, I really like the simple way. I really like this, simple, smart, cut through it and just get it done. So that's what I suggest around clearing chakras. Let the pendulum do the work for you and stay out of your brain and trying to figure out what needs to be done. So that's what I suggest there. All right, we're moving on to Building Clearing Monday, and we are waiting for your call in, toll free, 1-866-369-7464. Can't get it on the screen, but it is in the comments. So looking forward to your call. So Building Clearing Monday, which hospitals, school, prisons, graveyards, etc. do you want help with to clear today? Please give us the full address. We have 11 comments. So Ernest Winkler says, please clean the house on Hemlock Road in Kelowna. Thanks, Ernie. Okay. Kelly Schmuko says she wants to clear a house in Victoria Trail, Smoky Lane Country in Alberta, Canada. Many blessings to you. Thank you. Please let me know any details. All right, Kelly, we will do that. Sheer Harry Carr, my son's school, elementary school in 4th Street Mission in Texas. All right, we'll do that. And Janice Curry in West Cape, South Africa. Oh, we have somebody phoning in. If you're listening to the call, please phone. Wasn't able to pick it up in time. All right, so that's West Cape, South Africa, Campton Street. So we're going to clear in this. Sarah Ellison wants to clear a property in Headland Terrace in Turno, Cornwall, UK. And Sharon Ellis says, thanks, much appreciated. You're welcome. And Clark Jones says, please clear the house in 2250 East Spanish Fork, Utah, UT 84660. And Monique says, Marine Corps Air Ground Combat Center in Pendleton, Camp Pendleton. All right, and Brandy Carpenter Thief says, my oldest son's high school in Sandpoint High School in Idaho, Sandpoint, Idaho, and her daughter's school in Bonners Ferry, Idaho, and the twins, which are the Rainbow Children twins, a school in Bonners Ferry, Idaho. Actually, all of our kids are Rainbow kids, but Bonners Ferry, Idaho. All right, and then Stacy Wilson Simpson wants to clear her sons and fiance's workplace in Mountain Creek Parkway in Dallas, Texas, and the Dallas-Fort Worth National Cemetery in Dallas, Texas, and her place of work in Lemon Grove Drive, Fort Worth, Texas. Wow, a lot of requests. The whole idea of clearing buildings is, while I have no problem helping you, and we will do a general clearing for all this, is I really want everybody to know on this call or listening to this call that I dub you, empower you to be able to do all of this on your own. And also when you see somebody who wants to have an area cleared, if you could just take the time to do a short clearing for that person, that you're actually helping them out as well. So if everybody clears everybody else's address that's in that list, then the clearing effect will be multiplied significantly, because where two or more are gathered, there am I. So you have a geometrical progression in the energy that is created by more than one person dowsing. And of course, there's no time and space when you're dowsing. So you may be clearing at 2 and another person is doing it at 4. That still counts as 2 people doing the same clearing. And where 2 or more are gathered, there am I, or the third, or the Christic energy, or the cosmic energy, however you want to word that. So, and also the wording is really straightforward. If you slow down, Tyson. To the Dowsing and Energy Healing closed Facebook group, and go into the files on the left-hand side, you'll see short clearing. You download that, and it gives you the description, and it shows you where to place what it is that you want to clear. It's in the open and closed brackets. So it would go like this. I, in my holy name, you state your name, undertake this clearing to clear all non-beneficial energies in and around the properties described in the Dowsing and Energy Healing closed Facebook group for Building Clearing Monday, or you state in the actual name of the address that you want to clear. And I undertake this clearing with the assistance of your light team, whoever's on your light team. I like to work with Divine Mother. So I asked the assistance of Divine Mother, and I really like to work with Archangel Michael because he's very good at planetary cleanup. So I'm going to ask Archangel Michael to join us. And let's put in a little bit of the violet flame of transmutation that comes from Saint Germain. So we'll put in a little bit of that, sort of like a recipe. And we asked for that assistance. And you could also say, and I asked Divine Mother to call in any other divine beings that like to assist in this undertaking. So you could have Divine Mother to call in any additional support to do this. And then you say, I undertake this clearing through the multidimensional levels of reality, and in and around and through the property in question, and to remove all geopathic stress, all non-beneficial energies from any and all sources, known or unknown. And I actually changed the energetic level of the molecules in the buildings so they broadcast pure divine love 24/7, 365 from now until the eternity. So how about that? So, and then you say, I declare it so be it, it is done, and you're finished. Oh, by the way, don't forget to say thank you, because you asked for all this assistance of the cosmic beings to help you in this undertaking. So there you are. I mean, it's not the same wording that's in the short clearing, but you get the point. You can be creative. You can add anybody to your light team to assist you. You can put any address in there that you want. You can clear back, forward, and future. You can clear over, under, around, and through. You can clear all the geopathic stress, which is trapped human energy in the earth lines that may be adversely affecting it. You can even install a grid on the front door that anybody coming into the house will receive a good dose of love, and all that no longer serves them will come out of their energy field. You can do all sorts of different things around that house, that property, because it's your intention. Now, the question may arise, I've noticed this in the Dowsing Energy Healing group, as well, how long do I need to do this for? Well, you could douse, do I need to do this? You've asked to have it run 24/7, 365, or for a day or for a week, and then you can check in, how long will this last for? Is it for a day, 2 days, or whatever? And then you'll know when to come back. It's sort of like you're creating a vortex, a living vortex of energy when you do this by spinning your pendulum. And I know when you were a kid, you probably had one of those tops that you push the plunger on the top, or you pull the string, right? And once the energy was gone, the top just fell over. Well, it's the same when you create a vortex for clearing. If you don't feed the energy into the vortex, it's going to fall over. It's going to collapse. So you want to come back and feed it. And by the way, that's really why you're doing 21 days of deep clearing, because you're feeding that vortex, feeding that vortex, feeding that vortex, And after a certain period of time, after 21 days, it becomes a habit, and your subconscious then starts to feed that as part of its intention, daily intention, to run that program, and then it's running in perpetuity. And that's where you want to get it to. So check about how often that you need to be clearing that property or installing a grid in the property. So, for example, in all the schools and hospital, why not establish a grid in that hospital that everybody who enters it, that they are free of all entities, all interference, that they run sickness, that they are free of all entities, and that they download the energy from Divine Mother of sickness to health that is going to be run in that environment 24/7, 365, and that they discover who they are so that they leave whole, sound, and complete. So how about that? So you could install that in every hospital that you can even think of, or if you go past a hospital, install it. And that means that a hospital now becomes a healing center rather than a repair center or a place where you get vaccinations, drugs, and prescriptions. It becomes a place of actual energetic healing, as well as all the other good things that a hospital is there to do, like fix broken bones and do all those sorts of things. You can do that for psychiatric wards as well, so that everybody gets whole and healthy and well. So that's another thing that you could do as well. And of course, you could clear up all the graveyards as you go past all of them. So these are all the sorts of things. So wherever you go, remember that you are the dowsing person that can bring that consciousness to bear and make this a more badon. All right, Gratitude Sunday. You know, the thing about gratitude is the more gratitude, more the attitude of gratitude, the more it shows up in your life, all those things that give you gratitude. So there's only a couple of comments. Well, there's a few comments here, but I really encourage you to state what you're grateful for. And if you can remember to do that every night before you go to sleep, I'm grateful for, and then list what showed up in your life, you'll find that your life will be more harmonious. So I'm grateful for the power of life and for the power of love, Monique Sage. And Brignola says, I'm grateful for life and harmony. And this guy named Tyhson Banighen, he says, I'm grateful to lead tonight's meditation. Yeah, that was lots of fun. That was on stem cell transplant. And that was a lot of fun to get your stem cells activated and to get them activated by the flower of life pattern, which is the 8 cells of when you were created, and then have that replicate out through your body. So as that pattern, that sacred geometry is instilled in your body again, your body automatically heals and becomes whole and sound because it entrains to that sacred pattern, which is who you are, who you've always been. But there may be a lot of goo, beliefs, trauma, unfulfilled trauma, emotions, and goo in the way. So when you take yourself back to those beginning cells and align them with the flower of life and ask for stem cell transplant from divine energy of mother, and it runs, then it repatterns that and reprograms you out from those 8 original cells, and your body then begins to heal and repair. Exciting, play with that. I've had incredible results with that, and so have lots of people that have been playing with it in the dowsing and energy healing. So we're still standing by for your toll-free call. We have about 10 minutes to go. So just now's your time to phone in. It's 1-866-369-7464. Barbara says, I'm grateful. It's Monday. I'm grateful to be alive at such an exciting time in the here, in the now. I'm excited to be able to say I love me, who I am, where I am from, and I'm so grateful to be around like-minded people. Life is grand. Barbara, you are awesome. With an attitude like that, I said, with that much gratitude, you will be able to manifest the world you want to live in. I said love in, but I meant live in, but love in is fine too. Great. And then she says, response, thank you, my world, I guess she means world. So she's having trucking problems too. is truly so loving. I love and bless most days. Yes, great for you, Barbara. And Brandy Carpenter Thief says, I'm grateful for my family and soul family. I'm grateful for miracle blessings me daily. So that's it for miracles, and that's it for gratitude. The attitude of gratitude is very powerful. And I have a feeling, Janet, you would like to say something about gratitude. Am I right?
I don't know. It's what keeps me going. Gratitude is you can be a billionaire, and if you're not grateful for what you have, then or you can be a pauper and be grateful for a breath of life, or it's the gratitude is the abundance. It's the access to the abundance. It's the awareness that it's just the energy. It's an even higher frequency than even love. So it's just it's everything. It's I would say it's the key to the power within, like the key of heaven. The master key is to be grateful.
The master key is to be grateful. Wow, that's awesome. Write that down quick. That's brilliant. You're absolutely.
It's recorded, right? That's brilliant. The key. That's the master key.
Yeah,
it wasn't mine. It's totally channeled. Yeah, no, so that spirit. Spirit said to tell you guys that. Yeah.
Well, the thing is, when I travel in developing countries, the joy that I find there, even in the back country of India, and people have no money whatsoever, the gratitude that is expressed there, and the love and the desire to give you whatever clothes they have on their back or food that they have on their table, to share and to laugh and to have fun. It really is much clearer in many developing countries than it is in our stress-born North American or European cultures, where we have to strive to succeed and do all the rest of these things. So yeah, the attitude of gratitude, as Janet said, it's life-changing. It's really amazing and powerful. So take your Gratitude Sunday and make it every single day and every single moment, with every single breath. Have that attitude of gratitude and watch your life change, and prosperity will show up quickly.
Yeah. There's a lot of tools and access that help you flip that around pretty quick. One would be like something happens, and it's like somebody says no or whatever, and like if you flip the question, well, wow, how does it get any better than that? Or like, what else is possible? It's a really cool way to flick things, or something really, you were really set on track to go somewhere, and it's like you land on your face and you go, okay, what's good about this that I'm not seeing? So just always to find that nugget. And I don't know, maybe it's a bunch of crap, but like what's the blessing in it? Like, what's the blessing lesson, or just anything to flip it around and it's just gratitude gets you to that frequency. Like, okay, you could be like praying like crazy. Oh, give me this, give me this, give me this, and that's from K. Like, say it was a radio station, you're broadcasting from K-LAC, and the universe is like, it's totally delivering everything at K-Rich. Okay, so like if your radio, if you're not on the right frequency, you're not going to get it. So the second you flip into the attitude of gratitude, then you're at the frequency where you can receive it. And it's like you just know that you're taken care of and that you're safe, and it's okay to be you and not to be judged. It's just in that being. That's why those people that you're saying they don't have anything, but they're like, they don't need anything because they just are. They don't have to do. It's that whole joy of being. So that's what keeps me going is gratitude.
Yeah, and I think when you think about what's coming up in the academy, and the letting go is really gratitude is one of the emotions on the scale as we go from up the scale to enlightenment. And so it's really a powerful one, like you say. It really jump starts you, or does the turnaround of where you are to where you want to be real quick. It's like a shot of adrenaline or into your system. It just gives you a jump start. And also, like you said, in the Prosperity Club, it's the key to manifesting. It's the key of receiving. It's the key of abundance. It's the key to prosperity. So the two are really interconnected. The book club for the letting go and the book club for prosperity are really interconnected, and it will really help people get from where they are to where they want to be in a more abundant, rich lifestyle where they are satisfied with what's showing up. So I had a fun interview with Nanari Ann Diamond. It was so powerful. At least this is our story, and we're sticking to it. We were talking about soul astrology. What's soul astrology from the level of your higher self, or from your soul, rather than from the earth or your earthly being looking up? What's it like from the soul looking down into this incarnation? Because it's a different way of seeing what this incarnation is all about, and you have a different attitude of gratitude of what's showing up if you're seeing your life from the soul astrology perspective rather than from the earth astrology perspective. We had a lot of fun, but when we started it on Facebook Live, there was so much energy that we really couldn't even make it, the technology to work. So we had to jump over and then do it on Zoom, and it got recorded, it's produced, and I'll have it loaded up this afternoon and have it posted through YouTube. It was a fun interview. We did a lot around, what is this year all about? And on the soul level, it's the year of the unicorn, right? That horn on the unicorn.
How does it get any better than that?
Yeah, cuts through the illusion and gets you right to the point and spears through the illusion. It's also in the Chinese New Year, the year of the dog, which is the most powerful of the 8 animals in the Chinese zodiac. So any way you cut it, whether you're coming on Earth astrology perspective, you're coming from Michael O'Connor's show, the brand new show, which will be live again on this coming Tuesday at 1 on Be Live TV right here. And I hope you join us. It will be on what is the astrological week look like from the Earth perspective. So we have many different perspectives of looking at this year for you, but the important thing to remember is this is going to be one heck of a year. This is a year of transformation, to change. It's the year in which we discover that the emperor has no clothes. It's and of course we're talking about T. Trump, and we're also talking about the Wizard of Oz, that behind that the curtain is going to be revealed, that of the scary wizard, and there won't be much behind the curtain. So this is the year of coming from your true nature, the year of letting go of all the illusions, the year that the matrix starts to dissolve in bits and pieces. It's going to be really a bumpy ride, but exciting one. So I really want you to buckle your seatbelts and join us on a very exciting ride as we go around to a 365 circle around the sun. So that'll be fun. And just as we get close to closing, I just want people to know that the Dowsing and social justice reform regarding psychopaths, that we'll be meeting on Friday for that. On Saturday, February the 15th at 11 p.m. We'll be gathering for that. We'll be talking about how to work with the court system, how to work with deviant behaviors, how to use dowsing and energy healing to work in those areas. We'll be putting a core group together to work on specific cases and to help bring about some social justice and greater understanding in that area of work. Also upcoming is there's been a request to do a crystal skull, how to work with crystal skulls. And so that'll be another short course that will be on Zoom. And that's scheduled for February the 19th at 3 p.m. Pacific time. And we'll be teaching you how to learn how to work with crystal skulls. This will be an exciting one. It will become an online course. And there's lots of materials already available for that to put it together as a course. But join us. But please come on to that one through a webcam or your smartphone, because you're really going to see the crystal skull and how to work with them. So I know, Janet, you just had an experience with my crystal skull. So want to tell people what that was like?
Yeah. Oh,
yeah, it's super.
Well, it was very fun. But I guess Joe gave Tyson the message that he hadn't been going around much, so Tyson told me to take Serpent Rainbow Joe, the crystal skull, to the Illuminate. There was an Illuminate expo in Kelowna, so I sort of put Rainbow Joe on the table, and like it seems like not everybody was called to see him or to be with him, but there were some people, like they would come and they'd hold him, and then like they might like put his third eye on their third eye, and it was like, and they all had different experiences, but for some reason it really got them aligned to the core of who they were. So like for me, when Joe, my experience was like, hello, my name is Joe, and it was just like really fun and giggly and laughing. And then, another person was, oh wow, now I remember all this, like I'm part of this Galactic Alliance, and I just remember and it's just whatever the person kind of was resonating with, he seemed to clarify it, and he really liked pretty girls. He had a lot of experiences with pretty girls. That was the Joe I had. That was that crystal Joe. And I'm working with him. I'm working with another one that Sarah lent me. Oh my God, he's a jade, a black jadeite one, and Cosmo.
It's called Cosmos.
Cosmos, yeah. So it's grounding me, doing a different energy, but it's I'm just learning and playing, so I'm really looking forward to that course. Thanks for getting that going. I think it'll be fun.
Yeah. So do come and join us in how to work with crystal skulls on Monday, February the 19th at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, or 5 p.m. in Eastern Standard Time, and we'll be meeting on Zoom. So so head over to the Dowsing and Facebook group and let me know that you're interested there. In the comments, say that you can attend, and the link is there as well of how to get on Zoom. So Angelica Grossman says, hi, many blessings to you and love, and thank you for showing up. Valerie, thanks for jumping on the phone and having a conversation with. Brandy, thanks for saying hi and letting and bringing us up to date with what's going on with you and your family. And for all those out there listening to the show, we bless you, and we ask that you have your best week ever, and you have lots of fun, and join us in these upcoming courses so that we can play together. And till next week, we want you to be your best week ever and be healthy, wealthy, and wise. So bye for now.
Bye, Janet. Namaste. Namaste. Bye, Janet.
The Healing Hour is on Facebook Live every Tuesday at 3 p.m. Pacific Time, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard, 11 p.m. in the UK, and 8 a.m. Australia on the following Wednesday. Join us by smartphone or webcam, or by toll-free number 1-866-369-7464 to leave your questions and comments on Facebook, or to phone in and get your dowsing and energy healing questions asked and answered. The Healing Hour is produced and released under the banner of The Wellness Show, www.thewellnessshow.ca.